Yeah, welcome back, welcome back. I'm Dominic. I'm here in the A320 cockpit from the really beautiful add-on from Fenix Simulation, the A320. So I'm here in the cockpit from the A320 from Swiss. And today we will continue our world tour. So welcome aboard, everyone. Just a second, I have to check if the audio and all is correct with the stream. Yes, everything is working. Today we are flying from Honolulu to Hilo. I don't know if you know it. It's another island in Hawaii, so it's not far away. We are still at the gate here in Honolulu with the beautiful A320 with the CFM 56 engines. And yeah, today we will continue the world tour. And so this flight will be a short flight. It will only take approximately 40 minutes in the air, so it's a really short flight. But I choose this flight because it's a really nice island also in Hawaii, next to Hawaii. So it's 40 minutes of flight time in the air away. So then, yeah, welcome aboard everyone. It will be a continue of the world tour today. A short one, yeah, but I think a beautiful approach. Okay, let's just begin. The battery 1 and 2 goes to on. As always, the exit power goes to on. The IR selectors 1, 2 and 3 on NAV here. The ground control goes to on. The crew supply goes to on. Strops auto NAV to 1. No smoking auto, emergency exit lights auto. So let's put some lights here. And also down here. Transponder, it goes to auto. TCAS standby. The aircraft is already refueled, so that means CPAS going to on, APU master switch goes to on, and we are waiting for the message appears here. Flaps open from the APU. Yeah, flaps open. That's what we want to see here. Then APU start. Starting the APU. Then we're going down to our MCDU here. A320 200 CFM 56 engines, right aircraft, right engines, and the right database. That's important here. Then we're going on the init page. Init request here, requesting our flight plan for today. Honolulu to Hilo, sorry, that's the correct name. Then let's have a look at the flight plan here. Cost index 11, cruising flight level 250 for today. Cost index 11, 250 cruising flight level for today. Then our call sign for this world tour, as always, SWISS 17 Mike. SWISS 17 Mike. Align on the ref. Then a wind request. We are waiting just a few seconds here. Now we have the forecast for the climb wind, for the cruise wind, and also for the descent wind, as it should be. So, fuel on board. As you can see, 4,400 kilograms. For the trip, we need around about 2.0 tons of block fuel, so we are good to go. We have enough for the alternate and enough in the case we have to do a go-round. So, 4.4 block fuel. Then let's have a look. Alternate. There's no alternate. That's because we are in the middle of the Pacific and there is nothing else we can fly to. So when we can't land in Hilo, then we have to go back to Hawaii. Okay. And let's have a look. Zero full weight 58.4. 58.4. That's the weight without the fuel. 58.4 and zero full weight center gravity. That's the center gravity without the fuel. 29.4. 29.4. Let's insert that here. 58.4, 29.4. 58.4, 29.4. That's correct. We are under the maximum zero full weight of 61.0. Yes. And we are under the maximum landing weight of 64.5 and under the maximum takeoff weight of 73.5. So, 130 passengers on board, as always, on this world tour. 4,000 cargo and 4.4 block fuel. 4.4 tons of fuel, sorry, is already refueled. So, and we're going to ground services, disconnecting here the jetway and closing the door. So, as you can see, APU available. That's good to see. APU bleed on, then all the fuel pumps going to on. Exxon power goes to off. The aircraft is now on the APU. Then ground power unit disconnecting, chocks away, and parking brake is set. That's perfect. So, the weather here. Sorry. The altimeter here is 3001. Let's insert that. 3001 altimeter. Then the constraint going to on. The VOR goes to on. And we're going on flight plan, and here we're going to 40 miles. This one here. Flight directors are already on, as it should be. Then, yeah, let's talk to ATC to get our clearance for the destination airport. So we have information Quebec here.
Hawaiian 457 Heavy, Honolulu clearance. Cleared to Tokyo, Haneda Airport. Keola tree departure with the puppy transition, then is filed. Maintain 4,000 feet. Departure frequency 124.8. Squawk 2032.
Cleared to Tokyo, Haneda Airport. Keola tree departure with the poopy transition, then is filed. Maintain 4,000 feet. Departure frequency 124.8. Squawk 2032, Hawaiian 457 Heavy.
Hawaiian 457 Heavy. Read back correct. Contact ground 121.9er when ready for pushback or engine start.
We'll contact ground 121.9er when ready for pushback or engine start. Hawaiian 457 Heavy, have a good afternoon, thanks.
Honolulu clearance, good afternoon, SWISS 17 Mike with information Quebec, request staff our clearance to Hilo Airport.
SWISS 17 Mike, Honolulu clearance. Cleared to Hilo Airport. Molokai 5 departure radar vectors. Molokai, then is filed. Maintain 4,000 feet. Departure frequency 124.8. Squawk 655 tree.
Cleared to Hilo Airport, Molokai 5 departure, radar vectors Molokai then as filed. Maintain 4,000 feet, departure frequency 124.8, squawk 6553, Swiss 17 Mike, thank you.
Swiss 17 Mike, read back correct. Contact ground 121.9er when ready for pushback or engine start.
I will contact ground 121.9 when ready for pushback or engine start. Swiss 17 Mike, thank you. Okay, squawk, she said 6553, we have that, so then we are going on our flight plan, departure, we are expecting runway 08 left, 08 left, Moki 5 departure, and then let's check if we have a transition here. No, she said we will get vectors. We will get vectors. Yes, no transition here. So, looks good to me in search. 08 left departure, then vectors for Moki 5, and then as filed. Yes, that's correct. Okay, then approach, arrival. What we will expect at our destination. Let's have a look. As you can see, runway towers 03 and 08 is open. What we have in our flight plan at the moment we don't know for sure, but ATC will tell us when we are before our top of descent. So let's have a look what we have here. 003 and 08 is open. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, we will see. In our flight plan, it's runway 21. That would be nice. Then I would say we will take on after runway 21, and otherwise they will tell us before our top of descent. With the Lich India 1 arrival, Lich India 1 arrival, and what we have here. No vias, that's good. In search, and we're good to go. So ground distance 204 miles away. Let's check that in a flight plan. Ground distance 209, 204. That's always a good check if you want to be sure that every airways and every waypoint is correct here. So then let's check the flight plan here. We will start on runway 08 left. Then we will get vectors, as you can see. For Mike Kilo Kilo, we will get vectors and then as filed. That's not good, we have a discontinuity, so let's do it again. Also here, discontinuity, let's delete that, and then we're good to go, yes. It's a really short flight, but it's nice. I like that. Sometimes you have to do a short flight. That's cool. So. Okay, then terrain goes to on. terrain on. Initial climb clearance, she said 4,000, and as you can see, takeoff weight will be 62.6, landing weight 61.3, and the extra time 1.8 block fuels. That's around about 55 minutes. Always good to have some extra on board in the case you have to do a go around or whatever. Yes, so then let's go to departure performance, runway 08 left. That's what we get here, 08 left. It's dry. Our weight at the moment is 62.8. Variable wind 07, 26 Celsius degrees, and QNH 1015. Let's calculate that. And so, as you can see, V1 is 140, sorry. 140, 150 is VR rotation, and 150 is V2. Flaps 1. Down 0.0, that's our pitch trim. Flex temperature 68. Thrust reduction acceleration 1020. Engine out acceleration 1520. I have the MCU physically here down, so I have all inserted already. 149, 150, 150, V1, VR, and V2. Flap setting, flaps 1, pitch trim 0.0. Flex temperature 68, and transitional to 180. Let's check that. Is that correct? Departure. Molaki 5 departure. That's what we got. I want Navigraph, of course. Molaki 5 departure. Mike Kilo 5. Yes, that's our departure. Initial climb clearance, we have that already from ATC here. Transitional, as you can see, transitional to 180. Transitional to 180, that's correct. Okay, let's check if we have all correct here. Yeah, I would say we have it all. Then we are ready for pushback and engine start finally. Welcome aboard, everyone. Climb nav in blue, takeoff speeds inserted, altimeter 3001 as it should be, and initial climb clearance 4,000 feet. Seatbelts are on and the APU is running, and the aircraft is on the APU now. We are good to go, and then we can ask ATC for pushback and engine start finally. For this we have to go on ground here. Honolulu ground, good afternoon, SWISS 17 Mike, requesting pushback and engine start.
Honolulu ground, SWISS 17 Mike, good afternoon. How can I assist you today?
SWISS
Pushback and
17
engine
Mike
start.
at Gate Echo 4, request pushback.
SWISS 17 Mike, Honolulu ground, pushback approved, face south.
Pushback approved, face south, SWISS 17 Mike, thank you. Okay, beacon light goes to on, and then we will start our pushback here. Here we go. Clock is starting now. So, then engine mode selector goes on ignition start, and then you will hear that the air conditioning will turning off. Then let's start engine number 2 here. Starting engine number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew member closest to you as we are about to demonstrate the safety features of our Airbus A320 aircraft. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard our Airbus A320. Please pay attention to illuminated signs and crew instructions included.
So we have a good engine start of engine number 2. Let's start engine number 1 here.
Nearest usable exit may be behind you. Emergency lighting.
Lucarok 2, welcome aboard. How are you, man? Hilo, Japan. No, it's another island in Hawaii. So it's a really short flight. I'm really fine, thank you. How are you? I choose this short flight because under the week I don't have time for a long flight. So, and yeah. Where can you go? You can't go anywhere than Hawaii, otherwise you have to fly 4 and 5 hours. So I choose this flight. It's only about 40 minutes, but I think it's really nice island in Hawaii. Okay, flaps 1 for takeoff, setting flaps 1 here. So we have 2 good engine starts, APU bleed off, APU master switch off, and the engine mode selector goes back to normal here. Then spoilers armed, outer brake low. Then let's do some flight controls here. Flaps 1, we have that rudder trim reset. Pitch trim is 0.0. We have that. So full left, full right, neutral, full up, and full down, neutral, and you rudder, full left, full right, neutral. So flight control check is complete. Then I would say we are ready for taxi. Honolulu ground, good afternoon, SWISS 17 Mike, requesting taxi to the active runway.
SWISS 17 Mike, runway 8 left taxi via Zulu Alpha.
Runway 08 left via Zulu Alpha, SWISS 17 Mike. Oh no, cabin is calling.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Thank you. Cabin is ready. It's always good. So, then TICUS goes to TA. Then the runway turn light on, the taxi light goes to on. And then we are good to go here. And takeoff config is normal. So then here we will take a right turn. You just checked on map. It's a step backwards. No, it's a step down. And yeah, the world tour, there is no rule, man. So we can fly anywhere in the world. The only rule is to get back to Zurich one day and to fly around the world. But I understand what you want to say. Yes, I understand it. But as I
November 269, Mike Echo Ramp 2, request pushback.
But as I already said, yeah, it's the only flight in the world tour I can do under the week, because I don't have 4 or 5 hours. So I'm hoping you understand it a little bit, man. Yes. Amazing sounds. Not first time I say that. Thank you very much. Yes. That's really nice. The Fenix sounds. That's really, really nice.
Southwest 3025, gate Echo 3, request pushback.
Southwest 3025, Honolulu ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Pushback approved, face south, Southwest 3025.
November 269, Mike Echo, request taxi to the active. November 269, Mike Echo, runway 4 left, taxi via Charlie, Foxtrot, hold short of runway 4 right. Runway 4 left, taxi via Charlie, Foxtrot, hold short of runway 4 right, November 269, Mike Echo.
So, finally we are here. One left turn, and then we will be on the runway 08 left for takeoff.
Southwest 3025, taxi for departure.
Southwest 3025, runway 8 right, taxi via Zulu, Alpha Juliet, hold short of runway 8 left.
Runway 8 right, taxi via Zulu, Alpha Juliet, hold short of runway 8 left, Southwest 3025.
Honolulu ground, good afternoon, SWISS 17 Mike. Requesting departure, runway 08 left.
SWISS 17 Mike, Honolulu Tower, wind variable at 6, fly heading 100, runway 8 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 left is clear for takeoff, SWISS 17 Mike, thank you. I think you did check.
November 269, Mike Echo, holding short, runway 4 left.
Sorry, I think you did check, so what was the choice, or the tourist's flight out of Hawaii? What do you mean? So, I decided to fly from Honolulu. I can't remember, but it was another island, but this next island is 5 hours away. 4 hours, 5 hours flight time away. So I wanted to do it at the weekend, but I didn't have time. So yeah, I decided to do this short trip today, and yeah, the other flight, the longer flight at the weekend maybe. Not so long taxiway as in Toronto. Yes, absolutely, man. You can remember the long taxiway in Toronto. That's crazy. Yes, that was really a long one. Yes, that's true. Okay, we have takeoff clearance. Tickets goes to TARA. Then the drops goes to on. The landing lights goes to on. Take flight on. Wing lights on. All lights on. Cabin, please seats for takeoff. And the right is clear, as you can see, and the left also. Let's line up and take off here. Sorry. Okay, takeoff checklist, as you can see, all green, nothing blue. That means takeoff checklist, echo memo, takeoff no blue, takeoff checklist is complete. All lights are on, Rona set, and then stick half forward, and then engines to 50%. And after that, flex and takeoff. Manflex 68, SRS runway out, thrust is blue. Thrust is set. One of the knots are checked. V1 and take off. Rotate. That's what I want to say, sorry. Positive rate, gear is going up. And up. And we say bye-bye to Honolulu Airport here. That's really cool. So, thrust climb. Honolulu departure, good afternoon. SWISS 17 Mike. Crossing 2,000 feet, climbing 4,000 feet.
SWISS 17 Mike, HECF departure, radar contact, climb. Maintain 2,000 feet, altimeter 3001.
Climb and maintain 12,000 feet, altimeter 3001, SWISS 17 Mike.
SWISS 17 Mike, cleared direct Molokai. Resume on navigation.
Clear direct Molokai, resume on navigation, SWISS 17 Mike. Autopilot 1. Then direct Molokai, let's insert that. Flap 0, speed check.
In just a few moments, we will commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to choose from our fresh selection available today. Full details can be found in the in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection of beverages together with drinks and snacks.
That looks stunning here. That's really cool. So, flap 0, speed check, and spoilers disarmed. The strops to outer, runway turn light off, the takeoff lights coming to off. You know that this flight is only making the other flight longer, or are you planning to go back to Honolulu? Yes, I'm absolutely informed about that, but yeah, that's not the point. The point is, today, under the week, I don't have time for a 4 or 5 hour flight, so I have to do a short one. When I wanted to do a world tour flight, and my problem is not that the flight is too long. My problem is I can't do it under the week, because I have to work every day and have to go up early. So yeah, that's the reason why I choose today a short flight, and the long flight I will do at the weekend, so it's no problem. That's the plan.
SWISS 17 Mike, contact Honolulu Center 127.6.
Contact Honolulu Center 127.6. Bye bye, SWISS 17 Mike. So we have passed flight level 100, so then landing lights going to off, CPAS going to off, wing lights going to off. Honolulu Center, good afternoon, Swiss 17 Mike, crossing flight level 100, climbing to flight level 120.
Swiss 17 Mike, Honolulu Center, climb and maintain flight level 250.
Climb and maintain flight level 250, Swiss 17 Mike. Did I make a bet with someone to make at least one flight per week, or it's just to think at something other and chat with us? No, I didn't. I didn't took a bet with someone. No. Why this question, man? That's crazy. I mean, it's my hobby, it's my passion, and normally. Also, when I'm not streaming, I do several flights per week. I think normally I do 2 to 3 flights. 2-3 flights per week. Normally 2 under the week, and then at the weekend minimum 1 flight, or sometimes 2. Yeah. When I have time, I'm flying. That's the point. Yes. And it's always a pleasure for me to stream and to chat with you people. Yes, I really like that, and I really like to share this passion and this hobby, this flight sim hobby. Yes.
Swiss 17 Mike, contact Honolulu Center 124.1.
Contact Honolulu Center 124.1. Bye bye, Swiss 17 Mike. So, the altimeter goes to standard. We have passed our transition out of flight level 180. Have a look. That's what you mean. Step backward. Yeah, maybe a little bit, but that's nothing. That's, and it's also a little bit down. And the next flight will be a longer flight to get to these islands here, and then maybe to the Philippines or China, Japan. I don't know at the moment. We will see. But at the moment we are in the middle of the Pacific. That's crazy. See, we have reached our cruising altitude of flight level 250. We are already in cruise. And we are not far away from the top of descent already. 75 miles to go, and then we will start our descent already. So it's a really short one. In Hilo, Hawaii, we are expecting ILS runway 26. As you can see, it's already inserted ILS runway 26 with the Lich India 1 arrival. So then let's check that. Flight plan. We will get vectors from ATC for ILS runway 26, yes. QNH at destination 1013. The temperature. Sorry, 24 Celsius degrees, 24. And the wind is absolutely 0, I saw. That's nice. 176.01 knots. That's what we are going to take. Then let's have a look at the Navigraph chart. ILS runway 26. Transition alt 180. Let's change that. Transition alt flight level 180. And we will do a flaps full landing. And our our radio, that's our minimum. 250 would be our radio here. That means 250 feet over ground, 250 feet over ground, or 288 feet over sea level. That's the high when we have to see. We must see the runway. If we don't see the runway at this high, that's decision high, and then we are not allowed to land at the airport, yes. So, ILS runway 26, ILS 26, and the radio is 250, that's correct. Fuel on board, as you can see, 2.6, 2,600 feet. 2,600 kilograms of kerosene, sorry. That means we will burn at least 400 kilograms of kerosene to get to our destination. At the moment our life weight is 61.5 minus 0.4. That means 61.1 is our landing weight. Arrival 61.1, that's our expected landing weight. 61.1. And the wind, we will do variable 0 to knots. Let's take that. (25 Celsius degrees), QNH 1012. Then we are expecting runway 26 left. 26 left, as you see. Runway 26 left. Outer brake low. Max reverse, outer thrust off, flaps full, and manual landing technique. As always, as you can see, 2023 meters we have. It's the minimum that we must have to come to a safety stop for the aircraft, and we have a buffer of around about 900 meters. So outer brake low will be absolutely correct here for this landing. Let's turn it in here, outer brake low. And then, yeah, I would say we're already good to go. And our landing and approach briefing is already completed. Looks really nice here. That's the reason I choose this flight. That's the reason. Because I didn't know that it's a beautiful island around Hawaii. There are a lot of beautiful islands. So I thought when we are already here, so let's do a flight. Let's do a short flight under the week, yes. Because I mean, look at this. That's crazy. I love it. Descend to flight level 100, Swiss 1 SimBrief, thank you. Okay, we have a descent clearance already. I saw that. Now, let's start our descent here to flight level 100. Yeah, welcome aboard everyone. We are already at the descent to land in Hilo Airport. That's an island in Hawaii. We started 22 minutes ago in Honolulu, and we are already at our descent and landing. I can say that 0401 Zulu time, and we have 0343. That means landing will be roundabout in 18 minutes. 18 minutes. So the flight time will be 40 minutes. Yes. That's a nice short inland flight, I would say, in Hawaii. Sorry, I think I was muted. Forgot to mention backwards. What do you mean, man, with this? Is that just the old story? Crazy. I'll be back in any seconds. I have to go to get the drink. It's quite a little bit hot here. Sorry, I will be back in 30 seconds. So, I'm back. So, we have a company message. Let's check that. Received messages. Drops. Okay. We can ignore that. So we crossed our transition alt of 180, then QNH. So that's QNH goes to 1013, but we are in America. No, we are in the middle of the Pacific. Sorry. And they use for air pressure not QNH as we do in Europe. They use altimeter like in America. Yes. Let's have a look. Constraint here is we have to be above 6,000 feet, and also here we have to be above 4,000 feet. But at the moment we will cross soon flight level 150, so I will put in here 4,000 feet because we are descending via Star, the Lynch India 1. That's so beautiful here. I really like it. Heading 110. Let's take a heading 110 here. Now we get vectors for ILS runway 26 approach in Hilo. And as you can see, the aircraft is reducing the speed, so speed brakes out, and we are crossing flight level 100, so that means landing lights on, wing lights on, seatbelts on. Cabin, please prepare for landing. And at this level, at Charlie Echo Kilo Oscar Bravo, we have to be above 2,700. So I will put 2,700 in here. Then we will descend to 2,700 feet here. Heading 090, Swiss 17 Mike. Then let's reduce the speed to 220 knots, that we can put some slats out here. Brakes back to normal and slats going out, speed check. Then one last right turn, and then we will be soon at the localizer for ILS runway 26. Then we will reduce the speed to 180 knots. That's because when we will capture the glide slope soon, then we are already at a good speed for the glide slope to capture and to get us down on the runway, ILS runway 26 in Hilo. So, then flaps 2, speed check. So then let's activate the approach phase in the MCDU. As you can see, approach phase is now active in the MCDU. And then let's turn on the ILS here. And also the approach button here on the flight control unit, the FCU, this one here. And then we are good to go. As you can see, glide slope is blue, log star is blue as it should be, and now we are flying on heading 210. and then we will capture the localizer to align on the runway with runway ILS runway 26, and then soon we will capture the glide slope. That's the plan. Landing will be in 6 minutes from here. 6 minutes to go. So, what we can see, missed approach, climb to 500 and climbing right turn to 3300 on heading 100. So, go around altitude is 3300, so we will set that when we have captured here the glide slope. Beautiful. As you can see, lock star is already captured, lock star is now green, and that's the reason why the aircraft is turning right now to align on the runway for ILS runway 26 here. Call the cabin here. Cabin should be ready. Hilo Tower, good afternoon, SWISS 17 Mike, ILS runway 26 on final. And as you can see, the glide slope star is also captured, it's green now, and the aircraft is starting the descent. ILS 26, clear to land, SWISS 17 Mike, thank you. So, we have landing clearance.
2,500.
Go around altitude, we said 3,300 is set. Then gear down. Strops on, runway turn light off, take a flight on, all lights to on, cabin seats for landing please. Spoilers armed. Auto brake is low already. Speed is managed. Flap 3 speed check. And flaps full speed check. There is the runway. That's really nice. So, landing checklist, Decom memo landing no blue, landing checklist is complete. All is green as it should be. Then we are ready to land this beautiful aircraft here. Then I would say auto thrust manual, auto thrust off, manual flight, and autopilot off. I have control, cut 1.
$1,000.
1000 is checked, we are stabilized. Runway in sight.
100 above. 300. Minimum.
Continue, runway in sight.
200. Retard. 5.
Spoilers. Reverse green. And diesel. $70 knots. Auto brake off, manual brakes. Yeah, and welcome to Hilo Airport, another island on Hawaii. Really nice. I really like that landing. I will show you the landing score later. So, and we're going off the runway here. TCUS goes to TA. Landing lights off, wing lights off, strops to auto, and take up to taxi, and the seatbelts going to off. Look at this. That's the landing score. Okay, I really take that. We have 96. G-force 1.2. The pitch 7.1. It's also okay in the A320. And center line 10 of 10. Touchdown 15 of 15 in the touchdown zone. And yeah, minus 207 feet per minute. Yes, I really like that landing. I definitely take it. I think it's one of my best score. That's crazy. Okay, I'm really happy with this. Really nice landing. I like it. Yes, then we will roll to the gate and park the aircraft there. And then this short flight in our World Tour is already done. That's really nice. So it seems that nobody is at this airport. Good for us. Then we will take a gate that we like. So, then the runway turn light off, the taxi light coming to off. I was fast brake, sorry. Passengers are now awake. So, terrain off, the ILS going to off here, constraint off, the VOR on neutral position. Then let's put some jetway connection here. Okay, that isn't working at this airport. Okay. Ground power unit on, then the exit power goes to on. Then we can cut off the engines here. Engine 1 and 2 off. will get 2 stairs. And let's open the door that all the people can deboarding now. So received message arrival. That's nice to see. Beacon light goes off. Enough lights. Turning them all to off. All the lights off here. Transponder is already at standby. TIC is already at standby, as it should be. So then the fuel pumps coming to off. The IR selectors from nav to off. 3, 2 and 1. Crew supply off. Then we are good to go. Can go outside and yeah, enjoying a little bit of holiday on this island before our world journey will continue. And the next flight will be a longer one, of course. At the moment I don't know where to go on the next flight, but yeah, soon I will know. So, Exxon power goes to off. Let's finish it here. Then the ground power unit turning off. Chocks are set. The battery 1 and 2 going finally also to off. And let's open the door and let's see what we have here outside. That's our beautiful A320 CFM 56 engines, sorry. Yeah, that was it. That was the flight from Honolulu Airport to Hilo Airport, another island in Honolulu, in Hawaii, sorry. That's what I wanted to say. So I think that was a really nice and short, nice flight. So I decided to take it, and I'm really happy that I did it because the landing was absolutely perfect. The landing was really nice. I really take that. Okay, that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you all of you to being here, to interact with me, to chat with me. Thanks for the support and thanks for flying with us today. It was a pleasure. It was a really nice flight and a really nice approach. The really nice landing in the golden hour here at Hawaii. Yeah. So, I wish you a wonderful evening, a wonderful night, sleep well later, or maybe already. And yeah, take care, and I see you on the next stream. And yeah, thank you guys for your support. It means a lot to me, appreciate that. And I will see you soon in another stream, maybe the world tour or maybe a long haul flight at the weekend. At the moment I don't know for sure, but I will see you there. Thank you very much and see you soon. Have a good one. Bye bye. Take care.